Hmm. We are positive. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. A brand new day. I got a slightly new setup today. I hope it works. I hope it works, man. I hope it works. Let me see something here. Refresh. You know? Why is this not showing me everything? You know, why is it not showing me everything? Doc. That's all right. All right, guys. Yesterday, we ended up working on a Craftsman blower, and it was cool, man. It was a nice little jam session, and I really enjoyed it. Let me pull up. Come on, let me pull up the. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Josh, what's going on? Good morning. Buenos dias. Josh is like, man, dude, I'm not Spanish. Well, I don't know if Josh speaks Spanish. I grew up around a lot of Hispanic folks, a lot of my best friends in school, so a lot of the terms I'm not. It's just what I got used to saying to these guys. You know, they would teach. You know the friends that teach you all the curse words and all the other like little things. So it got stuck in my vocabulary, and so I'd be right in the middle of fixing something. I'm like, going yo, you know. It's not because I'm not like making fun of anybody. I just grew up in the Bronx, man, and that's kind of what the neighborhood was like. And so now I'm here in North Carolina. So yeah, so I was working on this thing, and it worked like a charm, man. It worked. There was nothing wrong with it. So today I'm gonna look at a Dewalt wet dry vac. The other one was a blower. I actually have that one on my site now for sale for someone whoever wants it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the link. I'm gonna put a what do you call that? You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put a description. Let me see. Let me just put this up here. So if anybody want to go and check this out, eventually it's gonna be like really. It's gonna be a lot of items because I have a ton of them in the shop. Right now, it's just 2 I put up there, but I have at least, gosh, over 100 different items that I got. These are like pallet sales type stuff, and so we got that one in that Craftsman. Let me go get that Craftsman, and. Man, wait till you see this disaster I made of a dragon that I tried to what do you call that, 3D print. And you know, for most of it I did good. I'm gonna get the Craftsman in a second. I did pretty good on a few of them, like this one here came out really nice, you know, nice and clean. And my Kratos, I'm a Kratos fan. They have a movie coming out on Amazon series, I think. I hope they don't mess it up. I think it's going to be animated, though. But I got this Kratos, right? And then I'm here thinking, all right, man, let me try to get this dragon done. And it just, I don't know what the hell happened. Look at all this little shit here, man. Just mess up my... That's 5 hours of work that just... I guess if I had stayed on it, I would have stopped it, but I left it to finish up, and it just came out like a disaster. But still, you know, I'm having fun with the damn thing. It's just, now I gotta figure out why this happens, you know. I have to figure that out. That's another journey for me. All right, let me see. Let's take a look at this. All right, so this guy now is working like a charm. This guy's working like a charm. I'm happy about that. Let's see if I can switch views on this camera. I'm happy about that, man. It's too close. It's too close to the camera. But anyway. But yeah, so this is it. Anyway, so this guy's good to go. All right, he's good to go. I gotta move that camera way back. This is like too close. Let me see if I can do something. Yeah, this is way too close. Can I do something about this? Yeah, I guess so. It's probably not gonna look weird. It's not gonna take up all of the screen, but it's still better than what I had before. It's still better than what I had before. All right. So anyway, so that's that. All right. Let me get my gloves and let's go check out this other one I have here. It's a Dewalt shop vac. Now I've never used one of those. I don't even think I've worked on one of those before. So let's go check it out. Let's see what we got. All right. So this one is up. So if somebody want to buy that, I think they normally go for like one something. This was really brand new. And I think I'm selling it for like $50. If they want it on my website. People can pick it up locally if they want to. But I have a bunch, man. I have like compressors and blowers and hand saws and all kind of stuff. Heaters, you know. All right, so let's see what the deal is. And then I have this Detect 15 that I'll also put on sale. And that thing is brand spanking new. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong. I guess people just return things just for the sake of it. That one's in good shape. I mean, like, excellent. I work on vacuums all the time, so you know, my name is on the line when I sell stuff, and I'm not gonna say, well, it's working and it's not. You know, that's silly. All right. All right. So this one's out the way. This is good to go. All right. Okay. Now, also, our channel serves as a question and answer type of deal. So if anyone have a question on a vacuum or a challenge that they're dealing with right now when it comes to cleaning, fixing their cleaners and stuff, feel free to reach out and just leave a comment, and I'll get right on it. Like, no joke. Okay, and sometimes I'll make a video about it, and the other times I'll just do my best to explain it while I'm on the show here. Okay, let me see what we got. All right, and all right, we got that's like a little background music, just a little bit. Hope it's not too loud. And then let's get rocking and rolling, man. Now, last thing is before I do that, I have a lady that was. Well, is it a lady? Nope, it's not a lady. What do you recommend? Did I answer this question already? What do you recommend if the Bissell Pet Pro carpet cleaner isn't spraying water on the Express Clean setting but works on the other settings? Huh. That's a good question. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Let me share the screen with you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. I like to answer some of the comments sometimes, and before I get started, so I can kind of get that out of the way. All right, let me share this with you real quick. All right, so yeah, 3 days. It seemed like I answered this, but I may have been like something. I don't know. Okay, what do you recommend if the Bissell Pet Pro carpet cleaner isn't spraying water on the Express Clean setting but works on all the other settings? All right, let's see if I can work my way through this. All right, okay, take a look. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even recommend. Let me pull the overhead. I wouldn't even recommend using that setting. I wouldn't recommend using that setting. It doesn't make what it does. Honestly, it restricts the water flow. Right? What am I doing here? It restricts the water flow some. And really all it's doing is cutting off remember right, there are two lines flowing down. Okay, like if you look right here, it's not even two; it's more like three. See this right here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this helps with that water flow. If you notice, both of these lines go into the same thing. So this here is your this line here. The moment you put your clean water tank on, the water just flows down to the ground. Okay, down to the pump right here, like this. Okay, non-stop, right? Now, if you have a Bissell, what do you call that? Pet Pro, it's gonna flow towards a stack. Okay, it's gonna flow towards a stack. All right, that's how it works with a Bissell Pet Pro. But this water still, it does the same thing. The water's coming down and is waiting for you to put your hose in. All right, that's one thing. But this side, the main water for the floor, you have this big open, big wide hose, and you have this tiny hose. And all you're doing is they're cutting off the flow of maybe the big one and allowing the little one to trickle some water in. So, you know, other than going inside the machine, man, and open it up to mess with this, go this and that, I don't recommend messing with this. I really don't. You know, squeeze the trigger a little bit less. You know, like squeeze it less. Don't mess with that, okay? Just leave it on max and just shampoo your carpet, okay? And just control. Let's not be too lazy. You know, all these features, man, all the benefits of technology really do kind of make us a little bit more and more lazy. Let's resist. Let's resist, okay? Even the smartwatch, when you just push it forward and it sprays for you, I'm not a fan of that, right? Do it. It's cool little technology, and it's a good way to show that we progressed. You don't even have to use your trigger finger anymore. But there's also complications that come along with that, right? Because if that circuit board or whatever is giving the motion, it's a motion sensor that connects to the wheel. So when the wheel spins forward, it now sends a signal to the pump to spray, right? So what happens if that thing messes up? You can't even go to manual and spray manually. All right? I'm not gonna bash on the Hoover guys. All right? They've been kind enough to allow me to do business with them. But I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of that one. Technology moves forward, that's great, but some things, man, you know. So in this case, leave it on max. Just take it easy on your spray finger, okay? That's all. All right, let's move on. Any questions on that, people? Feel free to let me know, okay? Now let's move on to this Dewalt. Let's see what the hell's going on with this thing and see if it's really broken. Okay? Let's see. It's a big ass machine. It's a 12-gallon. Oh, hey! Oy! On yo! All right. Damn, I'm destroying everything. Give me a second. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, one thing you guys are gonna learn about me on this channel, I'm butterfingers, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I think as I get older, I get more clumsy. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I'm dropping my tools, everything. I can't find stuff. This is not, it's not fun. Talk about getting older and shit. It's not fun. I'm just like, why am I dropping everything? Okay, here we go. Let's open this up. All right, let's open this up. Let's see what the hell the deal is. All right, so you can see I got my little taggy here, right? And it doesn't work, right? Doesn't work. So if you have a Dewalt, or if you buy one on eBay or something, you get a good deal on one. What's good is that most of these things are kind of the same. Let me turn that music on. It's starting to irritate me now. Turn the music on. Let me Turn the music off, man. It's starting to irritate me. I'll turn it down. It'll be a slight background thing. How's that? All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so at the end of today, this will be on my site if I can get it working. Now, if I can't, I'll probably still put it up there for parts, and somebody could just grab one of these and use it for parts. Obviously, someone did use this, so this will be at a really of a discount price because someone did use it. I can see the little hair. You know what? Can I lower this? Let me see something with this camera. Because it's starting. No, man. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. So yeah, so I'll get my little vacuum stuff. They probably use it in one session or something because it's not really. If you look at it, it's not busted. It still looks new. It's just that it has a little bit of hair on it. All right, so let's move this out the way. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay. I guess this is the handle. I would guess. No. Nope, this is for the back, I think. This is for the back of the unit. All right. This don't look like it has any wear in it. It has a little dust here. Okay. All right. Okay. What we're concerned about is the motor part. I'll have to get to that. All right. They're the wheels. It looked like someone did try to wheel it. You see that? So the wheels do have a little bit of like someone did try to wheel it. Or roll it. That's the best way to put it? Roll it. Okay. Got my plastic still here. What else? Got my wands. Okay. All right, another wheel. Another wheel. Just have to get everything out of the way so I can lift it up. Kind of hurt my shoulder the other day, so I'm trying not to He-Man nothing. The movies. He-Man. Did you guys see did He-Man come out? Did He-Man come out? I used to watch He-Man after school, and I don't know what they've done with He-Man over the years. But we'll see how they do this He-Man. Dude, guys, it is hard going to movies, man. It's hard justifying spending money at the movies nowadays. All right, Dewalt, let's see what we got. All right, let's plug this in. Let's see if it turns on, and if it doesn't, then we'll find out what's wrong. Okay? Hold on, let me make sure there's no trash in here. Damn, I gotta fix this camera, man. Let me see. That's fine. You know what's funny? If it doesn't work, right? If it doesn't work, how is it that there's some sawdust in this? You see what I'm saying? If it doesn't work, you know what they really do need to have. I'm a little funny like that. I know that there's a need to return machines, and you need that option. You know, just you don't gotta bullshit people about it. Just like, yo, man, I don't need it no more. You know, I needed it for a job, just for one day. Oh man, all right. So let's do this. Let's do it right. Let me hook this up. The floater is here. It's up there. I don't know. The floater looked like it got mismanaged here. Hold on. The floater's all turned around. I don't know how that happened. The floater should be. Wait. Which direction should this floater be facing right now? I think it's supposed to be facing this direction. Okay. All right. So you have the floater. You have your cushion filter here. This is dirty. This is my little brush, man. I used to have a. Where's my vacuum? Let me get a vacuum. Let me get a vacuum that I can use real quick to vacuum up this vacuum. I'm gonna get a vacuum to vacuum my vacuum. All right. Let's let's see if I can use this vacuum here. I got a shark. I don't like this looking like this. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit funky like that. Now I'm not gonna sell this thing looking like this. Okay, that's just not cool. Let me get this shark here, and let me clean this filter real quick. All right. All right. Let's turn on the shark. Yeah, man. Take this off. Let's kind of wipe this whole thing down. I'm not a fan of this stuff like this. You know, come on. You could have done something about this. You know, you're going to return it like this. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay. Just trying to clean this whole thing up. Just give me a second. Not cool. You know? Alright, so I'm going to go through this whole HEPA section here. And not right now, though. But I'm going to go through this whole section and I'm going to clean, like in each one of these little things. So I'm going to get a crevice tool and clean that out properly. Alright. Okay. And let me see if there's any dust down here. Alright. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough. I just didn't want to turn it on and there's anything puffing all over the place. You know, that would probably piss me off a little bit. Alright, so here we go. Let's turn this on. Let's get this guy on here and turn in your filter. Let's lock him in. Hold on. Why is this even here like this? Is that how it's supposed to go? You would think I would know, right? But this don't seem right there. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. See? This goes here. Hold on. Okay, they locked it in. What would be the purpose of this guy? Where's it? Do you have an instruction manual? What would be the purpose of this guy? Because he doesn't fit properly like that unless you went up afterwards and put it up top, I guess. I don't know. This don't seem like this is what you would do. Unless it was for water. Unless when you're using it with water, you would use this maybe, because with the water, you wouldn't need this. The water, you don't need this, because this will just get wet and nasty with the water. With the water, all you need is the floater, because the floater will stop the water from, well, it's supposed to stop the water from getting into the motor. If the water goes too high, it pushes the floater up, and the floater covers the suction motor here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this section is for when you have the water on, but it doesn't seem to work when you're putting this on. It just seems to be in the way, okay? Like I told you, I've never worked on a Dewalt before, so if there is something, I just turned it to lock it in. All right, so let's do it. Let's try this thing and see if it turns on. All right. Okay, let's plug them in. All right, I'm gonna clean this up real good, but this is whoever's getting this is gonna have to get a really good deal on it because, you know, it's used. You know. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Wow. It's not turning on. Okay, I can see why the person, I take it back. See, I have to be man enough to take it back. I take it back. All right, so whoever this person was, it wasn't just to use it and give it away and finish the job. I was too fast on that. My bad. My bad. My bad. All right, let's see what the hell's going on with this then. I mean, hey, we can use some of that in our political communications online, right? It's like, oh, really? That didn't happen? Oh, I called you what up? What did I call you? I called you. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. Hell no. Just move on to the next thing. Like shoot. But what about so-and-so? You can't just say that you made a mistake on that one. You called it too soon, huh? All right, I called it too soon. I'll take my hit. All right, let's figure this out, right? Let's figure this out. Okay, so I unplugged it so I don't get electrocuted here. So I'm most likely I'm gonna have to go onto here, and then I can get an access to what's happening up here. You see this? It's not hitting the on and off switch. It could just be something is out of whack. I doubt that it's just broken. Something is out of whack, okay? But let's see. Let me not talk too fast, because I may have to take my words back again. Let's just dive in. Let's dive in and see what the hell's going on. All right. Let me see something here. Let's see what the hell's going on, all right? Hey, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to come back again. You know, if you don't want to come back again, but you like something, maybe, I don't know, maybe you like the, I don't know, maybe the vest. It's gotta be something you like. Could have been the damn, oh, shoot. Let me share this with you guys while I get my screw. Brienne, one of our moderators, gave me this little joke here. Brienne has become a very good friend. I bought a chicken to make a sandwich, but it doesn't. It just shites all over the floor. You know, those are jokes for the older crowd. I bought a chicken to make a sandwich. Oh man, that's positive. All right, here we go. I'll use this. Let's go. Shit. Now turn this down. Look at this, man. I hate this dusty thing. This is starting to irritate me. Give me a second. I'm not really like anal like that, guys. It's just that because, you know, I got a messy bench. You see my bench have a bunch of tools on it, so I'm not, you know. But damn, I'm just not a fan of this right now. That's all. Just not a fan of this right now, the way it looks. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe it down a little bit. Alright. I got this like vacuum cleaner type polymer thing that I'm gonna have to like polish, you know, like polish, vacuum polish. So I'm gonna end up, you know, before I put this on the for sale, you know, wiping it down properly and making it look nice and clean and all that great stuff. You know, you want to do it right, you know. But there is somebody that can use a deal out there. Doesn't mean we have to keep spending our money if we can save it. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. This looks a little better. Just a wee bit. And let's find out what's happening with that on and off switch. Cause that something's not right there. Oh shoot! I have to verify it's me again. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to see my live feed, and YouTube want to make sure it's me. And it's like, we don't believe you. Come on, man. I mean, I've been here every day. It's me. He's gonna send it to my phone. Go in there, bro. To my phone. Yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. All right, it's me. That's me. I'm the guy. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. These guys are like, what the fuck? Alright, here we go. You know what it is? Some guys have, I don't know, producer, they have a mic guy, they have someone who's handling the comment. You know, you're doing all this stuff by yourself and you're not just talking to the screen. You know, because some people just talk to the screen, right? All you have to do is share. You just have to share your browser, talk about the next thing that's coming up. Me, I'm actually having to use my tool, switch back and forth in the screen, so it becomes a little challenge to do this by yourself, but you know, it's what it is. I chose to do it. Alright, so this is my burden. Alright, now let's see what we got cooking. Now that we took this off, we took all the screws out. Let's see if it's easy to come up. I'm trying to take my time here because I don't want to pull nothing too hard, too fast, without knowing if it's gonna pull something else out of whack. Okay, let me see what else we got cooking. All right, I'm try to. All right, these two I tried to take out and they weren't coming out. All right, so let me try it again. I have two screws right here. Interesting. It's not coming out. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have to find my way out of this one, right? You know what? Then let's go through here. Is it possible? I mean, if I open this clip here, the motor should be right there, but I don't see the motor being a way in. I'll be perfectly honest with you. There's a clip here and here. Right below it should be the motor, but I don't see any reason why there should be a screw there to allow me to open this. Is there something else inside here? Is there another way in? I don't see another way in. All right, guys, let me do something else. Let's see if I can get in through here. Sometimes you can pop these out. Honestly, this feels like it's from the inside, that like you push it up from the inside. It don't look like something you can pop out, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pry it just enough to see. Where's my little pry thing? I'm gonna pry it just enough to see. I don't want to break anything. All right. Hey, Brianne, what's up, girl? I'm so happy that you're here. I'm just gonna try to use my little thing car guy told me to buy. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna go any further. This looked like it's, hold on. No, I'm not gonna go any further. Somehow I can't get in. I can't get in. I'm kind of locked out. If anyone knows how to do this from the opposite end, because it looked like the studs on the inside, the little plastic thing that goes into, it looked like that may be broken. So as I'm turning this screw, the whole plastic stud is turning with it. You know, like, let's just say, all right, let's just say let's say it screws into here like this, okay? And if this is stiff, this comes right out, right? But if this cracked, then the whole thing is turning and you can't get it out. And that's kind of where it feels like I'm at. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like. And it's right here for here, so it's this. Let me put this onto here. Let me see something. This is an option. I'm gonna add some pressure. I'm gonna add pressure to this section while I do the drill. So let me push some pressure on it. Maybe I'll stop it from moving. Damn, that's not working. I can see it though. Damn it, man. Come on. I can see it. see it. Watch this. Come on, baby. We're gonna get you open. You don't know who I am? You don't know who I am, man. I don't stop until I get what I'm looking for. All right. Okay, now, look at that. We got it. Where's my applause? Do I have an applause button? Do I have an applause button? Hold on, let me see. See, I was too late. Hold on, did it applause? Is it on? Oh, damn. Let me see if I can get my applause button to work. And then I can get back to you guys. Where's it at? All right, apply. Let's see if it works now. Applause, hey! 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 Okay. So wow, this looks odd. Is this really an on and off switch? This don't look right. Oh, Gonyo, yeah, right. I see it now. I see what happened. This thing just fell right out. It just fell right out of here. I should have one of these. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have one of these, man. I have one of these, Brienne. Yeah. Thank you. I have one of these. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, man. We can fix this. This can fix. This can fix, man. This is nothing. I just have to get. I have to get this. I have to get this out of here. I have to get this out, and then once I get this out, I can get that switch in, and then bam, this thing is working like a charm again. All right. So let me see. How do I get this out? How do I get this out? I don't want to break this though, that's the thing. I don't want to break this on and off switch. Oh, I think I know how. I think I know what it's doing. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's get this. Let's get it. Okay. Alright, caramba. Alright, what's that shit? Okay, what I'm doing, right? The switch have these clips on both sides, and I'm trying to press them together. But it can't really do nothing yet until I get this handle, this yellow piece out the way. And what you don't want to do is break the damn thing. Holy cow, is it? Oh shit. I think I know what the problem is. This is actually part of the, it looks like it's part of the handle. It looks like it's part of it. You see the yellow tabs on the inside? The yellow tab stuck inside the handle. It looks like it's part of the handle. It looks like what I'm saying. The power switch, it seemed like it's one piece. Like this button and the actual switch itself looks like it's one piece. I could be wrong, but they're normally not one piece. So I should then be able to take this whole thing out one time then. And if that's the case, if that's true, right? The whole thing should come out when the whole thing should come out one time. But it's not. So if it's not coming out at the same time, well, ha! Gotta. Okay. Okay, so it looks like what they did is, I have this switch, man, but it looks like the switch is embedded. That's what it looks like. It's a different setup. Huh. So why did this fail? Oh, I see why it failed. I see why it failed. Look, you see this? Shit. You can't get closer. Let me see something. You see this right here? I see why it failed. I see why it failed. Okay. You have a clip here and a clip here. Okay. Alright. But on the other side, you have a clip here, but it's broken over here. This side was weak. This side broke. See, the switch is supposed to go like this. I'll be honest with you. You know what I would do? I wouldn't even worry about this yellow switch. I would just worry about the on and off. I wouldn't even worry about the yellow switch. The yellow switch is cosmetic. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, no, it'll work, Dennis, but it'll break again. So whoever I sell it to, it'll just break again, you know? And I wouldn't want that. But yeah, it would work. It'll just break again. Because they're clips. You see these openings here? See these openings? So one of them won't have a what you call it, a lock. One of them won't snap in. So the moment you start doing this a couple of times, it'll eventually push it out, and then the people are stuck again. And unless they know what to do here, they'll be stuck. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a regular on and off switch. And I'm gonna snap in a regular on and off switch, and I'm just gonna sell it without the cosmetic button right here, because you're gonna have to buy this whole thing. It's one piece. It also snaps in. If you look at the little yellow tabs, it also snaps in. So let me see if I can find one of these switches here, okay? And I'm gonna come back and let's see what it looks like. If it looks cool, then it's a winner. If it doesn't, then hey, I gotta go back to the drawing board. Give me a second. Give me a second. I know where my switches are. I just have to find the exact one I need. But it can still work. Let me show you. This is for a rainbow, right? But I believe it's the same size, has the same 4 prongs, and it can work. So for the sake of this, we're gonna do that right now, guys. We're gonna mess around with it. Plus you have the little cushion thing at the top here, and maybe I can glue the cushion on, because that's kind of what the rainbow did. See this little tab? It's just for that, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mirror this. You see this right here? I'm just gonna mirror it. All right. Watch. Watch this. Watch this. Let's try it. Okay. We're gonna pull this out. All right. Oh, coño, bro. No, man. No, the prawns are too wide. These prawns are too wide for the tiny little guy here. I gotta find a different set. Now, I've done this before where I use a Dremel and kind of I shorten these a little bit because it's really just, there's nothing. But I don't want to do that right now. Now, I can also, the other thing I can do is I can make this a wider. I can cut this, okay? I can cut this and put on, and look like we have enough playroom here to do that with this, right? I can cut this and put on these, right? Let me show you. And put on these. Put these on, okay? And then these will just fit on here, no problem. So we're not out, you're not out of options. I'm trying to like stay as close as I can to doing it the way I would want it to be done right. That's why, again, I don't want to just snap it in here, okay? And maybe some people, back home, they'll snap it in and they'll just use glue or something and hold this in place. But you still risk somebody who are not looking to have to fix something. You're still taking a chance that they're going to buy something that they're going to end up having to fix. And I prefer that they buy something that doesn't have all the nice cosmetic rather than buy something that they end up having to fix. I hope that makes sense. So let me look one more time for a smaller one of these. If I don't have it, I'm gonna use this and I'm just gonna swap out the heads, okay? And then that'll solve the problem, or it should solve the problem. All right, give me one more pull away. One more pull away. Ah, hey, a printer connector, right? Hey, Brienne, did you see what happened to my last print? Man, super glue maybe. Yeah, super glue is a possible way. Look what happened to my last print. Look how busted my print came out. My wings are all busted. It didn't go well. I'm not happy with this print. I wanted to make the dinosaur, but it just, everything just went crazy. So yeah, I mean that might work. And the super glue is also idea, but it's just, again, I just feel funky about doing it like that. So just give me a chance. Give me a chance. Let me give me a chance. Give me a chance. Let me see. I got one more spot to find that size, and it has to match the prawn size. If not, we're just gonna swap out the prawns, which is not a problem. That's for me. That's the better route to go. Dude, yo, I got so much stock in the back, I can hardly move back there. Oh, forget it. We're gonna stick with the prawn. I can hardly move in the back. I'm like, it's like a crazy house back there. Brianne, if you only see back here, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous storage situation I'm in right now. But hey, I'm doing what I gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right, let me find my female connectors. I got 1, 2. All right. I have 3. All right, and I have 4. Okay. All right, beautiful. So we have 4 female connectors. All right. And please tell me I brought it back home. I brought it back to the shop. My wire splicer thing. I don't want to have to use a blade if I don't have to. Tell me I brought it back to the shop, man. I don't want to have to use a blade, man. I'm gonna have to use a blade. Coño, bro, man. You know when you just... Remember I was saying yesterday, Brianna, when sometimes you just have to get out of our own way. Gosh. Wouldn't it be so much easier if I could say to like someone left it, man, why'd you leave the thing? It's your fault. Why'd you leave it, man? I needed it. You should have known to bring it. It's always easy to blame somebody else. Damn. Where's my... Golly. All right, fine. Fine. I'm going to use a blade. Gosh. Okay, so let me show you what I do with the blade. You know what you're not going to ask me? You're not going to ask me. Okay, Wayne. Where's the blade? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Where's your blade? Oh man, I didn't plan for it. All right, I think it's in my coat pocket. I didn't know this was going to be the problem, guys. Okay, I got it. I mean, I always carry it with me. It's just that it wasn't in my actual pants pocket. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the wire cutter. I'm just gonna clip these wires real quick. Okay. You know what I'll do? I'll keep it simple. Watch. This is here. All right. Let's just do it one at a time. All right. And you could do the same too if you ever find yourself stuck and you want to. You know what I may have to do? I'm gonna have to push it through first. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to push it through the top first and then connect it from the bottom. All right. So I'm just gonna score this real quick, guys. Just a little score, and you really don't want to cut through the wire, so you just score the all the way around, and then you can just kind of pull it. Now that it's broken, and now you got your wire here, okay? Because really, that's kind of what it's doing. But this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do this first, okay? I'm gonna have to do this first. I don't know if it does. I don't know how much it matters. You know what I don't want to do? Hold on. Are they the same? What I don't want to do, guys, is put the on where the off is. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's a setup. Damn, it's dead center. There's no instruction here. So this side. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go. Let me take this out. Let's take this out, guys, and then we're gonna go next. I have to push it in from the top, and what I'm trying to do is to see if I can still reattach this. Okay. If I can't, this is what I'll be crazy gluing there. The music's still up. Sorry about that. Crazy music, right? Turn it off. Thank you, Brianne. All right, let's. All right, let's do this. Come on, get off already, man. Yeah. See, they had the clips inside like that to lock them in. So this is what what it looks like in here. And I'm thinking to myself, in order to make this actually work, I would have to shave this down and just glue this on. But then it won't have a rocker. It won't have the rock in motion. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make any sense. There wouldn't be no rocker. You know, it won't have the, because the normal ones would have something here like this. You know, have a rocker. Maybe I'll try it later. Let me not worry about it right now, okay? Because this is trust me, this is the least of your concern. The most concern you have is to turn the unit on. So that tab is the least of the concern, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just push this through here, okay? I'm gonna push this through here, see that? And honestly, if it came looking like this, no one would have even said anything. It would just be because a lot of vacuums come like that. So I'm gonna push it through. See? All right, and then what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to just mirror what I have set up here. So if you notice, the white is on this side, so I'm just gonna put the white over here. I'm gonna put this black behind here. I'm gonna put that black over here, that black here, and that's really what I'm gonna do. And then we turn it on and give it a shot. All right. Okay, so let's do the first one. We're gonna put this guy inside of here. Now I don't have my my wire thing, which has its own little way to crypt this. So what I'm gonna end up having to do, I'm gonna do two things to strengthen my position here. I'm gonna use the same wire cutter, right, to kind of squeeze it for me, and then I'm gonna put on a one of these. So I have to find one that's probably a little bit bigger to seal it in. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So give me a second. All right. Yeah, Wayne, not looking forward to. You know what, Brian? You're very quick. You know, you're quick. You're quick. So I'm gonna cut a few of these. All right. I think this is the right size. Okay. Look at that. All right. Okay. Good. Fantastic. All right, and let's go back to our game plan. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put this on. Let me see if it fits. Does it fit over? Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It fits over perfectly. All right. So I'm gonna carefully now. If you have to be careful about this because you can squeeze it too hard and then it'll it'll cut the whole thing. So you're gonna have to kind of just use your own little, feel it out. Okay, feel it out. All right. Then I'm gonna put this on here. See that? All right, and then we get our little, a little heat gun, and we shrink it. Okay. Shrink it. I love these things, man. But I can't get the image out of my head of somebody like doing some kinky stuff, right? And they have one of these like tight suits on, and then it's hot, and they can't get out of it because the heat just squeezed them. Oh man. So if I ever thought about doing that, it would be like, nah, it's best. Can we do it like when it's cold? Oh, it's like, I don't know about this. I don't know about doing it right now. Oh, let's do it when it's cold. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is here. Now, this is here, right? Oh man. Now this is the problem I ran into just now. Let me show you the problem I ran into just now. Damn it. I ran into a problem. I gotta tighten this a lot better. That's why you need that tool, because you know it's the only way this is gonna work is if I had a wire cutter that I purposely dulled. Let me tighten this up some more. You get a wire cutter that you dulled on purpose, so it don't cut. You know what? I might just do that as a backup. I have a couple of wire cutters. I think I'm gonna do that. You know, you get a Dremel, and you just dull it. You know, just dull that, and then this could be a backup wire clamp, because you just don't want it to cut through the wire that you're trying to seal up. You know. All right, so that's one. All right, that's one. All right. I just don't, you know what, forget it. I don't want this thing to, I'm gonna take the screws out and I'm gonna put them back in, because this is straining me right now. All right, this is straining me right now, and I don't want it to do that. Oh, shit, that didn't even matter. Damn it, man. All right, fine. I'll just have to be careful, okay? All right, next up, the one that's behind. You guys won't be able to see much of this, so just bear with me, because I'm trying not to pull out the wiring. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to forget where the damn thing goes. It may matter, it may not matter, but if somebody's doing this at home and you find yourself in the same situation, this is how I do it. When I'm not sure if I'm going to remember where each wire goes, especially when they're all the same color, except for one. Everything else is black, except for one. And you could take a picture, but then unless you know where that black one leads, then you may still be stuck out there, okay? So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Hold on, maybe I could turn the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. So I'm doing the next one here. All right. I'm putting this one in. Yeah, you won't remember, right? Yeah, you know, it's like, let me, you know, look, I already know where my strengths and my weaknesses are, guys. There's no faking the funk for nothing for me, okay? All right? And I can make fun of myself on that because I already know what I'm dealing with. And sometimes I forget where I put my keys. Listen, I've been in a situation where I'm going to the room to look for something. And I got to the room and I forgot what I'm looking for. I'm like, wait. Come on. Why'd you come up here? So then I have to walk myself back downstairs. Right? To go through the motions again, to trigger that memory again, to come back upstairs and go look what I'm looking for again. And I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. I don't know if anyone else ever had that experience. You know what? That's a good idea, Dennis. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Like I've done. You know what? I've done before. I put like blue tape, and I taped off. I put it on the tape, and I put the match in, and I've done it like that. That's another way. You're thinking. Your brain is on. Okay. Your brain is on, man. Respect for that. But that is the way. You're right. You could tag it, and put like different color shrink wrap so you can know which one goes where, and that's another way you can do it to save yourself all the hassle. Maybe I just like the hassle, and you know, I'm a pain in the ass like that. It's like, Wayne, why are you doing it the hard way? You know, it's more fun. Nah, but that's the way. That's actually the best way if you don't know where everything goes. Just tag them. And thanks for sharing that. For someone who's watching, that's like, there's got to be a better way. I don't know, honey. The way he's doing it just seems to be so awkward. And Dennis come with this like, hey, how about you just tag it, bro? See, I'm telling you, Brian, there's a lot of smart people out there. And that's awesome. But he came with the spirit of help, you know, rather than the spirit of criticism or, man, you know what the hell you doing, man. All you have to do is, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. All right. So I'll put this one, and then I have one more after this, and we're done. And let's test the power and see if we got this thing up and running for this one little. Now this is definitely a manufacturer's defect. So whoever returned this was right to return it. You know, because. And you know what's so funny? I don't know about Dewalt, right? But you may have a company that make a bunch of, what do you call it? They make a bunch of switches. And these companies will just buy all their switches from this one company. And then you have companies that make motors, like Amatec or something. And you have a bunch, and they'll make motors to fit all these different vacuums. So you think that you're having, like, some special motor or something, and it's just one modification different, maybe something is placed in a different way, but a lot of these things are made by another company, you know, and so even DeWalt may not be the one that was responsible for the defect itself. I mean, they have to take responsibility, but it may not have been their, you know, like something that they did where they could have controlled it, you know. So yeah. So you know, sometimes you know you would bash a company for something, and it wasn't even that company. It was one of the vendors they used. So now they have to now change vendors because let's say it's like, dude, we have too many things coming back. You're making our name look bad, bro. You know, this is not good. All right, here we go. The last one. Hey, what tripped me out was when I realized that food was the same way. I have a friend that worked at Lance, and to find out that all these different cookies, especially the ones that's made by the store, like Food Lion cookies, and you find out like Food Lion cookies may have been made by the competitor, and it's like, what you guys doing, man? It's got me thinking I'm getting some special cookies and shit, and it's the same damn cookie I was getting earlier. Yeah, nothing special. Oh my god. Not all of it is obviously like that, you know, but a lot of products, a lot of glasses are made by the same manufacturers, and you're spending $500 for this one, and this one's only $200, and you're like, no, I want the $500 one. It's like, okay. All right, I'll have to clean this out. I'm not going to do that now, but let's just turn it on and see if we got a winner, okay? All right, so let me close it back. And let me see. Hold on. Make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, I still got to put this back too. Let me do it now. I don't want to forget this. Give me a second. This fastener. I don't want to forget this fastener. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, I put the website. I just have 2 clearance items on there right now. I have a bunch to list, but I want to make sure that they're working. And if they're not, I can confidently say, this is not working. It's used for parts, you know, or as is, you know. And but it's the link is in the chat for anyone that wanna check out my website, which is an amateur website, but it's mine. It's mine. Okay, Wayne. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Nope. This way. You know how I knew it was this way? The cord holder. Dudes, how is this even possible? Oh, come on, man. Come on, stop messing with me, huh? Okay, you know what? Right now, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not, I'm not that happy right now. But let me turn it on, okay, real quick. All right, just give me a second. I just want to turn the power on. I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out how to properly put this thing on again when we really just want to see if it's working. So let's turn it on. You ready? You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. No! What the hell? Did I plug the right one in? No, it's not turning on. Something else is the problem? Could something else be the problem, guys? What the hell, man? Are you kidding me, man? Do I have to check the power switch too? I mean the cord. That's a brand new power switch, so I know that switch works. Well, that switch should work. Let me unplug it real quick. Let's do it again. I plugged it into another one. Okay, does it have a safety? Let me see, give me a second. There's no safety switch. There's no safety. Unplugged. All right. Well, that was interesting. Brianne, look at that. Look at that. Will you look at that, girl? Look at that, man. What the hell, man? Go through all that shite for nothing? Let me see something. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Oh man, the fun of it. Give me a second. I want to see if this motor itself can take power. If this motor can take power, I'm gonna show you this little gadget I made. If this motor can take the power, let Let me see. Let me not talk too loud. Let me make sure I got my gadget. Let me make sure I have my gadget here, because if it's home, then I gotta take my words back and tell you that I don't have my gadget. Hold on, give me a second. My little box, my little firebox that I use to test my machines to see if it has power. And because I'm always working back and forth at home and here, sometimes I take it with me, and if I'm not expecting to use it, I won't bring it. Like today. Exciting. All right. We got one more screw. I gotta find out why this thing is not acting funky. Why it's acting funky? It might just be the power cord. It might still be the switch. Okay. It's amazing how they just wrap this up in here like this. Let me see. Oh shit, it's not even connected. Are you kidding me? Is it connected? What the hell, bro? Look at this shite. Oh my god. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Oh. Are you serious? Let me see something. It wasn't connected to the prawn, part of the motor. Right. All right, guys. This is what I'm going to have to do with this. All right? Two things are going to have to happen. One, I'm going to have to put an extender on one of these cords because it's a little tight. Okay? That's probably why I was having a tough time trying to reposition this thing. So I'm going to have to put a little cord between that. It's a little tight. That means they made it so tight that if you did cut a little bit, it was enough to put a stress on the motor. The next thing I'm going to have to do is let me do what Dennis mentioned here, and I'm going to use colors. Let's just use blue and white. This is white. I'm going to use, or we could do black and white, right? I'll just label these two are black, right? This is already black, and this is already white, and I'll just put a white dab on this one, so I know this goes on the same side as the white. You can't see what I'm doing here. Look at that. So this goes on the same side as the white, right? Or I can just tie them together, use twist ties, and I could tie these two together. I tie these two together, and these two go on the same side, right? And that's that. So this way I can move this out the way. I can deal with this separately because I have to make sure that this inserts in here. Okay, I gotta make sure this goes back up into the motor properly. So where are my little markers? Hey, Brianne. Continuity test with the switch. Yeah. The switch is. You're right. That was gonna be probably one of my next steps. Is to do that. Thanks a lot, man. But let me first fix this part. Let me first insert this into the motor the way it's supposed to be, and then I'm gonna go back over here again. But I want to this because this is the main thing. So I want to make sure the main thing is taken care of, and then we're gonna move back towards this little thing right here. All right. So where are my markers and my little paints? Did I take them all back home? Brianne, I probably took them back home, right? When I did the skateboard. Well then, fine. I don't have to do that. I'll use tape. I use blue tape. Right. But I am rocking with Dennis's idea here. Okay, and we're gonna label this so we don't forget this stuff. So let's take this stuff off here. All right. Okay, so these two are gonna be these two are together. All right, these two are together, and they go on the side where I'm gonna put the tape on the other side, so I know the tape corresponds with that side where the tape is, and we keep it like that. Bam. All right, and we can, because the way it normally would work, right? Let's think about it this way. This is actually a strange setup, the way they have it set up, because the cord normally, the neutral normally goes directly to the motor. Okay, it's rare that the neutral makes it to the switch first. This will go to the switch, right? So I'm assuming what it's really only doing is just continuing, is just making sure that these two connect. The neutral and this black is really two neutral wires, right? And then the live, right, and the motor live is really the same wire, right? And all it's doing is following the flow, is keeping the flow going. Because the most of the time they'll send the neutral to the motor, and then they'll send the coño, bro, come on, and and they'll send this to the power switch, and then they'll send a wire from the power switch to the motor. All right, but so really, if you really get stuck, if you kind of remember that format, then you can work your way out of it. I try to make my stuff as simple where if someone is at home and they mess up, they have like a way out, because they're not messing with this stuff all the time. All right. So anyway, let's take this off. So I'm free. All right. Let's take all this off so I'm free to mess with this machine here a little bit. Okay. And now, if I can get this off, that would be fantastic. If not, I'm just gonna have to find a clever way to get this insert back up in here, which is really like a needle nose, maybe, and a flathead screwdriver, possibly. If I kind of go like this, but I don't want to do it blind. I really want to know what I'm doing. I want to see what I'm doing. So let me see if I can get this off first. And if it can't come off, then what am I gonna do, right? I'll try it the other way. Okay. Let's see if I can get this if this comes right off. No, it looks like it's screwed in from underneath. Okay, fine. Neither knows it is. Well, guys, let's try it. And then I'm done. Brianne, thanks for hanging with me today. Dennis, thanks for your advice. You guys are the coolest. Let me see what I got. Let's put this in. Sure, let me bring this down even further. There we go. So I'm gonna slide this up in here. I feel like, you ever see the surgeon? Some surgeons on TV. Come on, get up in there. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let me take this off first. Hey!
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right.
I'm glad somebody is.
Man.
No, finish up what you're doing.
Excuse the mess, man. No,
No,
that's
no.
sweat, man. You're
Don't worry
important.
about it. Hey,
Oh, there you go. You got it right there.
That's what I want to have.
That's it right there.
Yes, sir.
Man, you stood right next to where you must have known where you had to go. Let me get my little
No problem, sir.
my little stand.
You doing all right, thing?
Man, yeah, man, I'm doing fantastic.
I think you survived the blizzard of the 24th.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun driving through that thing the next day, but
You got a four-wheel drive or four-wheel drive car? Or?
yeah, but you know, you made it work. It's just like watching the people in front of you go,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's fun. You know what you're doing, ain't you sure about the old lady?
Yeah,
the
I was
handicap,
like, you know what,
handicap
I
thing
know.
hanging from her mirror, yeah.
I may need to just get off this road, man.
Yeah,
This
I
out
was,
of okay, out of 15. All right, great. Because
That's right, I might have. What you got?
okay. No, it's all right. Let me.
No, I
let me
mean,
see
I
what
got some ones I can get rid of, so.
Yeah, it's 1281.
Yeah. Don't worry about the
Sure.
change. Don't worry about change.
Man, thank you, sir.
That'll work. Don't worry about it.
Look at that. Thanks a lot.
Ain't no problem. Yeah, I'll.
Helms Mechanical, huh?
Yes.
Where are you guys located?
Oh, it's, long story short, me and him worked at Bobcat off and on.
Yeah.
He's prior military, I'm prior military. So he got, and I ain't gonna go through the story, but they let him go on unjust causes, I call it.
Okay.
And, he started his own business. He said, screw y'all. So,
That's cool.
I retired at 65 or 63.
Uh-huh.
And he says, hey, you wanna come work for me? I'm like, hell yeah.
That's
$25
cool.
under the table, and I love working.
That's positive. All right.
Yeah, he's a combat vet.
Okay.
I got like 10 years on him. He got a couple IEDs on him.
Okay.
He's like 6'3", 250 pounds.
Wow.
He's corn fed.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I've known him since like 2006. We get along, so.
That's awesome, man.
You have a good day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna. I'm probably gonna have to wrap this up because now is where my hour comes in. But I'm still. What I'm looking to do, just so you can see what I'm doing. I just want to get this prom back into the motor. And that's really all it is. I'm trying to do here is just that the space I'm working with is so tiny that it's just a pain in the butt right now. But that's really the solution to this particular thing, is to get this prom back up in here. So I think what I want to try to do is, I'm gonna see if I can bend it more than it is for a second. See if that'll do it, so I have leverage. And if not, then you know, I gave this a shot, man. But that's the key. I may have one of this kind of motor already. But I would hate that. Can you imagine a motor is, you know, unusable because of something as simple as this? This would just irritate me. But it's just to get it up in here, and I can't seem to get this up without this, you know, taking this all apart. And you don't want to do that if you want to keep your motor, honestly, the way I'm looking at it. Butterfingers. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, and then after, if I try that one more thing, it doesn't work, I'm done. I'm gonna stick something on here, make this sticky, so it goes in, and it's not gonna move. And then, I have, where's my double-sided tape? I have double-sided tape. I'm gonna make it sticky. Put my double-sided tape, if I can find it. If not, I'm just gonna wrap a piece of tape in, inside out. And yeah, I don't have time to look for that double-sided right now. Let me get a piece of tape. That's my shipping boxes. Let me get a piece of tape, wrap it inside out. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna try something. It's too big. I don't need so much, but I'm gonna try something. We're just thinking as we go. Does the motor spin? Yeah, the motor spins. The motor spins. The motor spins. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this works, guys. So what I'm looking to do, right? I'm gonna put this like this. Okay? And I'm gonna put it like this. Okay? Then I just have to find my way in here. Okay. Then come on, make it turn. Make it turn around so you can get that part can get up in there. Right? Come on, baby. This tape is too loose. I know what I'm trying to do. It's the space is so damn small. What else? What else? What else? Tweezer. A tweezer might do. I need something thin. I just need it thin enough. I need it thin enough to get me in there, right? And then once I'm in there, I can then use pressure to push the damn thing up in the, I could push it up in there, right? I just gotta get in between there, you know? It's like I gotta get in between. I just gotta get in between there. Cut it out, boy. Cut it out. Go on, you. Cut it out. All right. Let's try one more. Come on, I gotta think. I can't find my tweezer right now. I can't find my tweezer. But that's my other way. Get something thin like a tweezer. Ooh, I got something. All right, I got something like this. Here, let's try this. This may work, it may not work. All right, tweezer. This small like that. Okay, now the tweezer don't have the pressure, but the tweezer has the positioning. Now from the other side. Come on, buddy. Yes! Coño! Yes! Ay, ay, ay. Man, oh man. Talk about small victories, man. Okay. Okay. Now, let's get back to it. Okay. Okay, so now we have our cord sticking out. Man, look at all these wrinkles here. This is not good. You know, I don't like these. I'm not a fan of this. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you're gonna cause a problem if you put these across here like this without a this is not good. One of the engineers should have figured something out, man. This is not a good idea. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut a crease right in here. Okay. Now I don't know if if that's the right thing to do. For the sake of the suction, but I know that this is not a good idea. I know this is bad. Okay. I know this is bad. This is actually worse than. This is worse. So I'm gonna get a little Dremel. My idea might be bad, but that idea was worse. How's that? I can preface it like that. So if anyone say, man, Wayne, your idea is bad. Say, yeah, but that one is worse. Okay? That shouldn't have been like that. Someone should have said something when they where's my Dremel, man? You know, it's like I'm moving everything all over the place, man. This is driving me nuts. I am driving me nuts. I swear. Okay, I got my Dremel. And let me get. What do I want to use? I want to use just a little cutter. Just a little cutter. Just a little cutter. Just a little cutter. I just want to put a dent, because what happens when you close this off, you're gonna end up messing up your connections, and you get to a point where it's not gonna be connected anymore, right? So I'm just trying to figure out where is the best spot. Give me a second. Let me see something. Okay. What's where? Okay, so this is here, right? This is here. All right. This goes down into there. Okay, so right here is where I would put it. Right here. Right in this little spot right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little crease. Okay, just a little crease to allow this through. It's better than it was before, okay? Not, yeah. You may say I'm crazy, but I think I got the right idea with this one. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Let me see something. And it's just a little crease. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but you are so right. Maybe I can put, let me think. What can I put? What can I put? Something like a padded, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do something like this. Okay? Let's do something like that. Let's give it a little padding, and put it over the wiring, and then we'll call it that. Okay? I think that's a good idea. So we'll do this. We'll put this through here. We'll put the other one through here. Well, let me take off the blue real quick. And I'll put the blue back on. Okay. And then what we'll do, we'll just rest it right here. We'll rest it right in this little section right here. Okay? And it'll give it a little extra padding, and just enough. Okay? Just enough. All right, so now we're also going to have the hose, the cord, go through. Okay? They really had this set up kind of an odd way, I'll be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie about that. They have this set up in an odd way, which, hey, these guys are paid big bucks to make these things. They're paid big bucks to make these things, man. So, hey, what do you want, right? What do you want? All right, let me see if I'm supposed to go through the top or in the bottom on this. Let me see. Remember how it was situated? This was here like this. Okay. This was here like this. Okay. And why was this even? Why would you even need this? Why would you even need it to? Oh, it was like this. All right. Because I was like, why would you even need it to do that in the first place? You wouldn't. That would be like so silly. It's like extra stuff for no reason. All right. Right now, guys, I'm just gonna test it to see if it turns on. So I just want to cover this so the motor don't start flying all over the place. So I'm gonna put one screw on one side, and if it works, then we know we did our job. So I got one screw on one side. Okay, come on. Okay, And I'll put another screw on the other side just to hold the motor down. All right, and then we'll test it, and then we're done. Because I don't want to. It's been too long already. Okay, so that's that. All right. So now let's do our power switch the way we have it set up. The white is over here. The blue is over here. The blue just came off. And then the other black is over here. All right. Great. So now we got to hook back up again. Let's plug it back in and let's see. And if we need to go further, then we'll test the switch like Dennis says, but I would have to do that maybe tomorrow for you guys, all right? Okay, let's do it. Yeah, something else is happening, folks. Something else is not right. Something else is not right. Yep. I'm gonna follow Dennis's lead here, and let me check this cord before I leave. I want to know. I mean, I'm curious. I really want to know what the hell's going on. So I'm gonna check this cord. I'm gonna check the continuity for the cord real quick, and check the switch, and then at least we'll know if the cord and the switch is fine. Then something else is happening. Okay. All right. Let's see if the cord and the switch is fine. Something else is going on. Okay, let me check one side of the cord. Okay, check the other side of the cord. Okay, all right. Let's check the switch. Hold on. Okay. Interesting. Hold on. Turn it off. We're gonna have it on the other way. Maybe the switch is... Okay, wait. Okay. Let's get this off. No. The switch is, So if the cord, so guys, if the cord and the switch is doing their job, what's the likelihood? What do you think is going on? If the cord and the switch is doing its job, what do you think is going on? We got a motor problem. Or we either have a motor problem or we have a motor line problem. We either have a motor problem or we have a motor line problem. It's one of those two things. We either have a motor problem or we have a motor line problem. Let me take this out. Let's see. Weren't we just talking? Let's see. I don't want to talk too fast. Let me, let's test this real quick. Do the same test. We're going to test one end of the line to the other end. Do we have a constant flow or do we have a break? Shit, come on, turn on. No, we got a constant flow. So, do we have a motor problem, folks? Let me check the other line. Come on. Man. You know what? Give me a second. You're not gonna get me like this, man. I'm not one to be gotten like this. You're not gonna get me like this. Let me try this. It's my last way out. Trust me. Where is it at? Oh, come on. I just had it right here. I was looking at a motor yesterday, and I want to test a motor. And I'm going to put another motor in the same position, and I'm going to see how it reacts, okay? I'm going to put another motor in the exact same position that this thing is in right now, and I'm going to see how that motor reacts. And I just have to find a motor that I can trust. I gotta find a motor I can trust right now. Let's see. Let's see if this motor can. Let's see if I can trust this motor. I just need a motor that can operate, and I'm gonna test it out. Because this is I'm not the happiest right now with this. Okay. I'm not the happiest with this. This is not. This isn't the way it's supposed to go. Let me see something. Just want to try it out, man. That's messed up, though, man. If it's a new machine, this motor shouldn't be out like this. It may not be the motor, though. There may be a break somewhere I just didn't catch. Could be a safety switch. You know what? It could be, man, but I don't see it. I don't see a safety switch anywhere here. You know? I don't see a safety switch. Come on, get out already. Oh my God, damn. I don't see a safety switch. Yeah, I don't see a safety switch anywhere. Because normally they'll have, you'll be able to see it. It's either under the motor, right above the filter, or, come on, bro, what the hell? Let me, hold on. So I'm gonna switch out the motor, just so I can put my brain at ease here. Oh my God, what happened? What happened here? Clip, pull, clip. Damn. Okay. All right. Let's move the motor out. I'm gonna put another motor in there just for a placeholder. Okay. It's a placeholder. My biggest challenge, though, is to make sure this motor doesn't spin out of control. So I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna try to cover it. I just want to test this because this is I'm a little perturbed. This is kind of too big for this thing, but it's okay. Okay. All right, let's try this. We're gonna try this, man. We're for science, Brianne. For science. For science. Oh, come on, stay in. Okay, forget it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the other way. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it through here. Okay. All right. Stick it in here. We definitely have to keep these guys apart. Let me cover this up. Okay. I'll put some. Let me just put something over it. I just don't want to take a chance that they just happen to rub up next to each other, right? Okay. Let's do this again. Okay, so this guy's gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here. This guy is gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here. Okay, and then I'm gonna hold this guy down. He's probably gonna end up twitching though, because there's no rubber. What you do? I don't want this guy to move, because if he moves, he's gonna zing things out the way. I need something to I need pressure. I need something to push down on it. This is my. Let me get one of these. Okay, Brienne. Anything happens, you know what to do. You gotta call somebody. Okay. All right. Let's see. No. Coño. Oh no, it's the wrong chord. Sorry. It's the wrong chord. Let's try it again. No. Still no. Oh wait. The thing fell out. Hold on. This is like Mo, Larry, and Curly. I swear. It's like Mo, Larry, and Curly, guys. I'm sorry about this. But if this is of some entertainment to you, then great. If you're just curious to see, I'm going to see what's going to happen to this guy. Let me see what happens to this guy when he plugs this thing in. Then that's good too. All right. Ready? Okay. All right. The motor got power. The motor itself is messed up, but the motor got power. Okay? Because my motor can't seem to do its thing. All the wiring is okay. All the wiring is okay, guys. Well, I'm not sure about if the wiring itself is okay, but all the wiring is okay. The cord is okay. The switch is okay. Boom! I know, right? Boom! Well, here's what I have. I'm gonna take this motor with me to my workshop. I'm gonna test that motor, the one that came out of this machine. I have a connector. I would just connect to it. Click the button, gives it power. Motor turns on. The motor's fine. Motor doesn't turn on, and the motor's not fine. Something else. Carbon brushes, some wiring, some connector, something went awry inside this motor or something. I don't know. But what I didn't like is that this motor itself is not jammed. It's not that sound I heard is normally when your motor is the fan blade is messed up, and that wasn't the case. This sounds like wires across or something. And I remember saying to myself that the way I normally see the wiring is that this will go straight to the motor. Okay? It finds its way straight to the motor first, not the power switch, but that's how it's wired here, right? That one had me curious. So, like, why is it wired like that here in this case? And it could just be, like I said, it could just be because what they did was, just make it a connection thing where it goes from here to here. Hold on. It just went from neutral to this neutral back to the motor, which is I guess fine, and then it went from this live, and it transfers to this live, and then it goes back here. I figured maybe that's what they did, but it's just odd. It's just not the normal wiring pattern that I've seen on vacuums. This neutral normally goes straight to the motor, and they had it hooked up here. Unless someone did something, like they try to fix it themselves, and they wired it wrong, maybe I don't know. But I didn't like that sound. But what's good though, guys, is that I have another one of these hooked up over there, and I'm gonna compare the wiring to this to see if I'm off base with the way I'm thinking about it. You know. Let me see something. Give me a second. Let me move this out the way for a second. We're really gonna be done, really, but Brienne, you know how it is, right? You just, oh my God, man, you gotta find out, you know, and it's like, I'm gonna look at this Craftsman right here, right? I just gotta find out, because I can't be seeing this. My mind can't be like, you know, I mean, I may forget my keys, but I may forget my keys and stuff, or where my tools are, but I have a clear enough understanding of how this is might supposed to set up. So let's see how bad I am on this. Right? This is brand spanking new. Look like nothing was used, which is a good thing. Let me put this over here. This little mini Craftsman here. Yep, look at that. Spanking clean. Never used before. Alright. Okay. This can't be too difficult to open up. I should be able to do this in just a second or two. And I want to see what the hell this looked like. I want to see what this motor looked like. The wiring. Because, I mean, I can't be totally off base. I might be, but I can't. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe they just set up these shop vacs a little different than what I'm used to. Okay, so see, this is what I'm saying. Well, you know what it is. This is only 2 prongs. So maybe that's what my brain was. You notice this goes straight from the power cord, right, and it goes straight to the motor. Okay, and then it goes power cord to the power switch, from the power switch to the motor, right? So that's why my brain was like, okay, all right. Normally the setup is slightly different, but it could be, like I said, they went from power cord to the switch, transfer over down to the motor, and then power cord to the switch, transfer over down to the motor. It could very well be that too. All right, guys. I just had to verify something. That's all. I was going a little wonky here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hey Dennis, man, you're brand new to the channel. I appreciate you sharing your wisdom. I'm always learning something new from Brienne, so it's good to hear something from someone else too. All right. Yeah, man. Stick around to the end and subscribe. Yay! Just want to see if it's been a pleasure watching, right? Control chaos. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's how it is. What it is, man. Honestly, look. When people do these DIYs at the house, and they want to try things for the first time, and I have a sneaky suspicion, guys, that a lot of people are going to be moving forward a lot more than before, trying to fix their own thing, trying to build their own shelves, trying to, you know, I have a sneaky suspicion that's where, even though things are being easier and we get like gadgets for this, and when it comes to saving money and putting money back in your pocket, I have a feeling people are going to be doing that. And the ones who are not mechanically inclined, or the ones who are just halfway there, they may be a little bit skeptical to try it because everything they see is rehearsed, and you know it's just rehearsed, and then take one, take two, take three. Okay, we got it perfect this time. This is not rehearsed. This is just like you said, control chaos. I have to think on the spot, and we're gonna find it on the spot. And you guys are gracious enough to give me the time. Brianne told me she waited one time. I think what she said was it an hour. I was looking for a I think it was a torque screw, and I knew I had this damn thing. And I'm saying, look, I know, the only one I didn't have was that one I needed. And I'm like, come on, man, this is nonsense. I have to have this here. I know I have this. I bought a lot of these, and I couldn't find it. And Brianne hung out with me for the whole show until I found my torque screw. Oh, it's Tina. And I was like, damn, girl, you're all right. So Brianne gave us the Vac pack. So anyone that comes back on a regular basis is part of the Vac pack. And that's how this all started. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Any questions, leave it in the comments. Send me a message. Send me a messenger. Whatever. You can find me. Okay? You guys are the best. Thanks for hanging. All right. Until the very end. That's what's up, man.